Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. Can they lock it down in his end zone? And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Hit and dropped. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all day long. He's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Let's bring it.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. This defense for the Titans, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game. And they gave 4 stops total and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They drop to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielding just inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Down to the 42-yard line. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the
play,
took the O, the option out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Willis. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight.
Here we go, Jack. Mustang 19.
This is his only option.
65, 65. Ready.
Some space to move right away as he's hurting away.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk Buffalo 18.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The Titans at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited. Not only so, quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right
Come on.
And really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the side, and make a catch.
Throwing a first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Second and 10 after the incompletion.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's brought down. Good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down.
Let's go now.
It's going to be a long afternoon.
Running game working. They'll stick with him on first down. Gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon. A good word in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we
Here
go,
the Vikings now to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to make a reset. They had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here.
Here we go, here we go.
So be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Come on.
And a good run by Cook. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Ready.
Here now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He'll drop to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
They're looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here we go, here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
19 tight, 19. Ready.
Down, it's Willis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Taking on the midfield logo. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Cup 19, cup 19. Shot 60, shot 60.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to know. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not usual. Keep throwing. Timing usually develops.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of the tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, make sure he secured the catch, and anything after that, count that as a bonus, and indeed.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Vikings are away from throwing level. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Tennessee offense about set and ready
Cougar
to go.
19.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing in their last appearance. I think they'll even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt, then you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Let's go.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third.
Ready.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanking it, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
That's pulled in at the 32. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense begins their drive. Super Charles, carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments that then repeated the last drive. Series to series, the best team, that's how you get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down? This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now
he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. No points last time, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seed. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Here we go.
So fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. First down, Willis. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
He took away
Dragon
the
60.
defense, made it another Denver run, avoided a sack, and didn't lose yardage.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Get up.
Back to
19 right.
tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, it's Willis. This one caught by Davis. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Come on. Ready, lying. Ready.
The gun, he'll hand this off. And not able to break away this time.
Ready. Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Now Willis to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Traylon Burks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, a very unexpected number. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen
for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
19!
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come. He's still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And some room to run now. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
18, Pioneer!
It's a great fake. Here's Willis. Titans touchdown. Chigakakwo from 21 yards away. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is not an easy situation. You're down early in the yardage. You're on the road.
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
19 tight.
Now back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And
here we go, sack. Cougar 19. Buffalo 18. On the ball.
Now a 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Let's go now.
Good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. 1st and 10, Willis. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Complete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going again on 2nd and 10. It's Willis. this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game. And
here we go, here we go.
Success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Willis wants to pass it again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, here's Willis. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
On 2nd and goal, Willis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field from the right hash, and this one's just a chip. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Take it at the 15, a short kick. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Take it in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the jump.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. I guarantee that they've got the lobbying in the locker room at halftime.
And that is caught. It's Davis. A big game there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call.
On the check.
If you're the offensive coordinator, you want to look at that section.
19-18.
They're trying to figure out 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession possession of the football. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't you guys with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Ready, break.
There's a 1st and 10 at the
Hawk
14-yard
70,
line.
Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to get a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape. First and goal.
Nice call down near the goal line. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it to 6 points. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
See if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may
Here we
cut
go,
their
Jack.
gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and
Come
get to
back,
the
team. Come back, team.
Try again after the sack. Wallace going to the right here and finding Burks. And they're able to get this one across the 30.
Ready, break. Top 50, top 50.
1st and 10.
70, Timberwolf.
They go play action with Willis. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has.
Got it,
It's
ready?
not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to
60
think about
boxes. Ready.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for
Ready?
about 6. In search of
Hawk
4
70,
yards
Hawk
here.
70.
Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
This will be fielded at the 17, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown for Jones. They looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Most of them possess. That allows extra yardage on the
Cougar
return.
19.
A gain of 3.
Ready up. 70 Lions. Ready.
second down. Here's Willis. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he got to the next deep throw.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Here we go,
here
we
go.
go.
Now to start their next drive. This offense returning out before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays. Make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage with 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as he set up the throw. Out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he'll work that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions in this game.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. A really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
17 look. Set go.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in for 21. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Come on.
1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 24. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Ready, set.
He'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Titans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Now this time, Willis throwing it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
And you and I both know that just won't do, so I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, making when there's
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. If you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher.
This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
And he'll take this from the 9 into about the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come empty on. They look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Viking 18!
Down. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings him from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. He's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Now they've got 2 points. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Panther 60! Panther 60!
Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Shea on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the ball,
let's go now.
High percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up
ready.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tempo.
From the 10, they'll try to run it. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another.
Here we go. Here we go.
They have 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
Kevin Pirates. Kevin Pirates.
I think now's the go time. I don't think you simply wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the middle of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass and they got to get yardage out of that.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan.
Okay, ready?
Defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep.
Ready?
Wear under it and hope you can nick downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play, forcing them to try and find contact and shorten the sticks.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. That third down conversion good for 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about the type of a throw. I think he looks at it. He can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this will be a 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Ready?
On second down and 4. Willis. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get your reset.
Here we go,
This is a big third down, and you have to think we'll see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Tennessee touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense goes back out here for this ball game. And they were on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? And even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Second and 5. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season.
Ready?
He has to start ironing out some of his mistakes, though,
Cardinal.
because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him run through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Flushed out right. But I think the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
Get up!
The players that were going to
70
his head as the
Rangers,
ball
70
escaped
Rangers.
from him. How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect.
Come on.
Back to the drawing board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play.
Not
That leads us
19.
to a 3rd and 3. Now Willis to throw. It's complete. Burks. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That one looks like he'll throw here. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
70 Timberwolves.
Another try after the first down sack. Willis. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game is absolutely
Let's go now.
relentless throughout.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive.
On the jump.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready,
Going again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
on the check.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans. Now facing 3rd and long.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They back on their heels, they take the ball away, they change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. Way with them, took it to them and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Tennessee, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2.